The 5-0 Kirtland Hornets took to Wickliffe, Ohio to face off against the 5-0 Wickliffe Blue Devils in what would end up being another shutout for the Hornet defense. After a fumble gave the ball to the Blue Devil offense, the Kirtland defense stepped up, first with a tackle for loss by Xander Perko and Chase Duran, followed up by a sideline tackle by Tommy Kaimi, forcing a Wickliffe punt. Jake Laverde and the Hornet offense continued to utilize the passing game more and more over the past handful of weeks, with Laverde hitting John Silvestro in stride, who trucked a defender before running into the end zone for the first score of the day, 7-0 Kirtland. Later on during Wickliffe's response drive, the Blue Devil running back fumbled the handoff, recovered by Mario Lober, giving Kirtland great field position near midfield. Silvestro took advantage of the great field position, bringing the ball within the red zone on this rush. Ty Bledsoe finished the drive with a rushing touchdown, giving Kirtland a 14-0 lead in the second quarter. Kirtland's stout defensive line was no match for the Blue Devils as Perko once again came up with a tackle for loss. Back in the secondary, it was much the same, with Ryan Kaimi breaking up this pass on third down, forcing another Wickliffe punt. Silvestro took to the ground on this play, shedding and evading multiple tackles on his way to the first down rush. This time, Silvestro got to finish what he started, running the ball into the end zone for Kirtland's third touchdown of the day, Silvestro's second, extending the Hornet lead 21-0 in the second. He wasn't finished there, as Kirtland got the ball back just as quickly as Silvestro scored his third of the day, closing out the first half in Kirtland's favor, 28-0. Bledsoe opened the second half with a fantastic tackle for loss, wrapping up the Blue Devil running back in the backfield. Laverde found Ryan Kaimi for another chunk pass play as Kaimi gained a few more after the catch, eventually running out of bounds. Laverde recorded his second passing touchdown of the day, this time to Tommy Kaimi, who rose the Hornet lead 35-0 in the third quarter. Howie Ayers and Tommy Kaimi combined for this tackle for loss on Wickliffe's following drive, and later on in the drive, the defense forced a turnover on downs during this Blue Devil pass. On Kirtland's final scoring drive of the night, Matt Russ ran the ball to the 10-yard line, setting up Lorber for a beautiful red zone touchdown to Ryan Kaimi, giving Kirtland the final score of the night, 42-0. The 6-0 Kirtland Hornets will host the 3-3 Berkshire Badgers at home inside of Wilson Stadium Friday, October 3rd at 7 o'clock p.m.
Well, it just is it's a community effort, starting with the youth football program and all the tons of parents that have volunteered their time to coach. I mean, I look back when I started, like Mr. Camino, Mr. Nybecker, Mr. Skilgen, and, they kind of put in years and years and years. And our youth program, is the reason we do well. And then we got good middle school coaches. And then all my assistant coaches, Coach Morrison and Coach, Beeler and all these guys, Coach Ziegler. Coach Ziegler was my first quarterback 20 years ago, and now he's on staff. And Ben Madden was actually my second quarterback 19 years ago. Now he's on staff. So it's a community effort to keep this program to be as successful as it is. I was real proud of all three units. I thought the special teams did a nice job. The defense did a nice job. And the offensive line kind of warmed down, and we kind of mixed the run and the pass a little bit better tonight to keep them off balance.
I was pretty nervous going into this game. I mean, I was watching film. I was like, big guys up front look pretty good. But when we just execute and D linemen do the job, linebackers do the job, everything goes together and we make tackles and can't have any offense. Well, we got some dogs on defense, and we execute every play. We play for the brother next to us. And when somebody messes up, you don't get down on them. You just play the next play. And everyone's hustling the ball. There's not one guy on defense that's not hustling to the ball, and that's how we're coached. Shout out Tiger Laverde and Coach Beeler.
I would say the exact same thing. Shout out Tiger Laverde and Coach Beeler. Yeah, I was worried coming into it just because they were 5-0, but since we watch film, practice every single day, put in the work in, it just, our whole team played together because of this film, practice every single week, going full go. It just makes us play just like this, and it's amazing for us, for our team.
Good. I mean, we know who we are. We knew they couldn't hang with us if we played our kind of ball, and we did that. Just limit the distractions with homecoming and just make sure we do our job and then go have fun after.
Usually the passing and the receivers and the quarterbacks are used as a babysitting mechanism. We have time to fill at practice, so we'll go to the end zone and throw some passing routes, and the receivers will catch some balls, and we'll put a little bit of emphasis on it.